Walter and the Fool, too. Here we go. So you two are the 7th Domain's Guardians, huh? Not much of a shock, really, seeing as most everyone else has already made an appearance.
The professor had an empty slot to fill. Wouldn't take no for an answer either. Shit, though. Through Divine Blades, martial artists repping all 3 great schools, a trio of Dominions, and Yin herself? Talk about a full house.
I heard Harwood crawled out of his hole too. A bit overkill on his part, maybe. Which reminds me, kudos to you for managing to outsmart him. I'd also like to volunteer my thoughts on the newest model of... Actually, scratch that. Wouldn't want to spoil anybody now, would we?
Well, gee, ain't you a thoughtful one? Jog my memory, did we run into Bobby Bellboy here somewhere before? They must have had an encounter with him in Tharbad. Newest model. No, that's right. Ship Zero rolled out only recently.
Well, unlike the professor and Lil Missy, I've got no interest in flapping my gums. So let's get this kill fest on the road already. Hell, I'd be game to take you all on at once.
This man, he's infamous among shadier circles as a ravenous wolf. Fine by me. Knocking some dumb old hothead down a peg sounds like my kind of fun. My father mentioned fighting him face to face.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This all has to stay within the bounds of the game, remember? I'll join the production too, but not as a cast member. With the Demon Lord's castle as our backdrop, I can up the thrill factor far better as a stagehand.
What? A skeleton horde? They're like the ones that showed up in the garden, only way stronger. So they are. Now very true to form.
No one ever tell you that less is more?
Don't be such a sourpuss. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, gather round. Deep in the demonic castle lost to the mad professor's clutches, a ferocious Lugaru obstructs its 7th domain. With undead legion in tow, he draws near, poised to devour all. What fate will befall our intrepid heroes now?
Would you quit with the dramatic narration? Pseudo respawn routine detected. Be vigilant of enemy revitalization and resummonings.
So be it. I'll take this opportunity to give you your just desserts for that illusory coup, Walter.
Ha! Come try it, Jin. Once I'm done chowing down, there won't be a scrap left of you.
All right, it's boss time.
Indeed it is.
Life is a roller coaster. Tragic comedy.
Not bad.
Can we get rid of that?
Activating charge command.
As a focus.
Retrieval.
Okay, let's get some Chrono Drive going. Pew.
I can help.
Got you covered.
Get them.
Get them. Ow.
Let's howl under the moon, baby.
Seems the wolf is out in full force tonight. Hope one of you has some silver bullets on hand.
Don't worry. These fists are all I need to put that mangy mutt down.
Deploy!
Get everything going though.
My turn to act.
Indubitably, avenging order.
We need spare them nothing. Follow behind me!
There.
I'll make them eat dirt.
Good. Alright, boost.
DOC, go!
Go all in on him.
Here we go, the Grand Serpent.
Right up. There. I ain't letting you out of my sight.
Damn you.
About time I end your misery.
my shield. I'm good.
It ain't over.
It ain't over till it's over.
One skill coming right up. There. I ain't letting you out of my sight. Kill him dead.
Indeed.
COC in operation.
Okay. Let's do Soul Eater.
Activating skill.
My cue.
Bleed through!
Appreciate it.
You know, I thought this the last time we met, but you've gotten even edgier than you were back in Phantasma.
That's rich coming from a twisted clown.
The fool
Wait, can
arrives with
everyone
bells
stop
on.
bringing up my past for one damn second?
Activating skill.
Forward.
Oh dear God. You'll never be free of it.
Through!
Appreciate it.
Just looking at our
Keep it
chain
long.
effect coming up with this a lot here. It's like, Stigma release.
Flaring seal of mine. Ignite! Let's go.
Let's go. When does that come in? Left foot is there.
So many choices, so little time.
Indeed, indeed, I know exactly how you feel. Thinking.
Make it count.
We'll use as a ram at this point.
There. Arc ride. Go full throttle. ZOC activate. Bust some heads.
Bear the nightmare.
Time for a new look.
I'll back you up.
We get another one? No. Just wanted to be sure. Do we need
Have the
HP?
advantage.
No.
Press it.
Make it count.
Let's go with that.
Let me chip in.
COC, activate.
Do we need buffs? Probably not.
Bust some heads. You're up to you.
Output maximized. Serious impact. I'm going.
Let's do.
So many
Got
choices,
50%
so
there,
little
60%
time.
there. That one does bring in craft points. Would craft points be good and necessary? Not really.
Bust some heads.
Might be worth it.
We have the advantage. Press it.
It's a 50%, and that one gives you 50%, but it does give you 15 craft points.
So many choices, so
Hit
little
where it
time.
hurts. Radical force.
Radical Force.
Bust some heads.
Hydro Cannon comes in quite quickly, so I like that actually.
We have the advantage. Press it.
The fool arrives with bells on.
I'll go with that.
Initiating drive. Yeah!
Kill him dead.
In I go.
Activating skill.
You would challenge a nameless rook?
Victory or nothing.
So be it. Let the duel commence.
Disperse!
The boost stage limit has been raised.
That's it. Oh. True Radiant Sun,
So
right?
many
I'll lend a
choices,
hand.
so little time.
I don't think we'll get enough boost to do anything else. No. Shame.
Boost gauge limiter removed.
Who wants to see a trick?
No, I'm alright. Thor Smasher.
Initiating drive.
Razor! Hurricane!
Take this.
1, 2, 3.
That'll be alright.
Wanna meet the goddess?
That, we've seen it, we've seen it.
That's
Yeah.
far enough.
Oh, I wanted to get boost. Go with the shield, because we need to be a bit safer
Mobius
here.
code, activate.
My blade is yours.
More boost, please. More boost. Okay.
Bust some heads.
I'm gonna bust some heads. I'm thinking about it. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
So many choices, so little time.
Yeah, I feel that'd be
Make it
good.
go dead.
Here goes! Take this! Be gone!
Too slow!
A lot of missing. That's annoying. Revert.
You kids sure know how to keep things exciting.
Crap. This freak's just getting more into it now. He's combined multiple martial arts forms into one. I can't believe it.
Consumes the darkness. Fiamma, Midgard. Lose gauge in hand.
Rise from the grave and romp with the beasts. I won't lose.
Pull out all the stops.
Some arts will really sting. Time to crack the whip.
I need to make sure that I'm okay and everything. Craft points wise, could be a good idea.
Theo, we need help.
Get that going first.
I owe you one.
That's not all.
Now we'll see about the glacial heat.
Initiating drive.
Eat
Oh, I was
this!
trying to get in before you did
Some
that.
more!
My move now.
Activating skill.
Turn this Duskin power back to blue skies.
Azure Sunray! Son of a...
That's fine. We got our shield. The shield plan's working.
About
It's
time
good.
I end your misery.
It's that case of like now we've got all the debuffs taken care of. Really, we've got strong defenses against that. It is a case of the S-crafts don't really
it's a
do much
fight
damage.
you
We're back
want.
to the shields being our key here. We got the enemies coming back
Playtime
though,
is over
the dead
now.
ones, which is
Be
only
sure
good
you
for
don't
us because
lag
it builds up the
behind.
combo. You know, the chain. Like, yeah, that chain effect. And that works well for us,
That's far enough.
not for them. So if I get an optical cannon, I get side on all of them.
Some arts will really sting.
Doesn't look like I can.
Some
Get it on
arts
two of
will
them
you're
then.
mine.
Optical cannon. They're stunned. You have this.
DOC activate.
Go all in on him.
Yeah.
One skill coming right up. Take this. Grand Serpent. Nail him down.
No problem. Have some more.
It ain't over.
It ain't over. Yeah.
One
Got you
skill
covered.
coming right up. Both flames. Repent, assholes. Arkwright.
No problem. Have some more.
Let's go. One skill coming right up. Searing seal of mine, flickering in the abyss. Become the maw of hellfire that consumes the darkness. Fiamma, Midgard. Keep it going.
Keep it going.
DOC in operation. Activating skill.
My cue.
Bleed through!
I owe
Appreciate
you
it.
one.
Not enough! Give me more!
He's gone. Hey, give me more as I
Nice.
retreat. Like, what?
Moving on up.
Oh, I'm dead again. Impressively done. You can feel the heat even from here. Goes to show how much blood and sweat they put into themselves.
Well, there's a buzzkill. Seems that was just enough to net you the win. I was hoping to squeeze a little more fun out, but we'll just have to leave it at that for now.
No matter how real it feels, this place ain't no death trap. Just a watered-down sham of one.
You already went to the trouble of coming here. Least you can do is leave us with one piece of intel. I concur. Complimentary preview of what you have in store tomorrow, for instance.
Always scrambling to come out on top. How's this, then? Tomorrow is the last effective day of the bilateral non-intervention pact between the Society and the Presidential Office. So as far as that goes, I don't plan on making any moves in particular.
President Gramhart's agreement with Ouroboros? So the rumors really were true. This question is what exactly they're mutually staying out of. Different circuses, same clowns. So many disparate agendas in the mix. Clarity on the matter is at something of a premium.
Little side note. I'm as off the leash and left to my own devices as Lucrezia is. So a few of you just might end up clashing against me someplace or another. Best be ready to go all the way when the big moment arrives.
Can we just not and say we did? No offense, but I'd rather stay far away from you as possible for the rest of my life. I see, so he too is...
All told, the professor seems to be losing sleep toiling around the clock backstage. So keep the codger company tomorrow, won't you? Provided it doesn't interfere with things front stage.
Sorry, what?
Catch you later. We'll brawl till we drop in the real world next time.
Guardians vanquished. Grim Garden, 7th domain. Liberation secured.
Ow. I was pretty close though on that. You know me, I'll go back through and get the S-rank.
No hard feelings.
Right, so... Thanks, actually.
Now, what do we have here?
This has been added. So, re-clear the 5th domain. Okay. Let's see. Connection events. Kevin's route. Let's get that Swin one done. Bling. Boom, boom, boom. Skip all, because we've seen it before. Oh. And now, Memento Orb. Where's number 6? That's the question. Now, if the pattern holds true, it'll be...
Good stuff.
The 5th domain anyway. So, let's do what we do. Come down here. Very easy. Head back in. Turbo. Okay, we can get S rank in that now, but I'm feeling like it's going to be in there, right?
Adventure begins.
That makes sense to me?
Onwards.
Well then,
Yep.
let us begin.
Let's straight away blue marker on the map. And we need to finish this anyway.
Enemy sighted. Be careful.
As a
Watch
matter
it. That
of
one's
getting
big.
the next memento orb. Not
Getting engagement.
memento orb. Before SPG.
So many activated skill.
Help yourself.
I didn't
Just
actually
say the
want to
word.
go into that.
Sorry,
because I
we
want
got things to do.
outside, don't I? Can you...
You
I don't
got
want to
it.
be Catra.
Let's go.
I'm going.
Here goes.
Let's go.
I wanted to be best character. Celeste, of course.
Stay calm and deal with it.
They're in a day. DOC, activate. They're on the ground.
To the next.
Good.
Okay, how many
Hopefully
we
I
up
got
to?
some nice data.
You kick some real tail, Castro.
They're on the ground.
Next!
What goes around?
Disappointingly.
I'm
Found us
wondering,
some good
can we actually exit this now? And keep that orb, but then restart and then just go straight to the end? I'm wondering.
Time is right. Overwhelm them.
They're in a tank.
That's not all.
They're on the ground. They're in a tank.
Not through yet.
They're on the ground.
Next!
You're slick, huh?
Oh, it's like, you're so close to being done.
Right behind you. Coming right up. All right, let's get moving, people.
Alright, let's get
Your
moving.
skills are impressive.
Let's get this rolling.
There we go. Yeah, do I keep the orb if I leave? That's not the one I wanted. Shame. Shame.
This one ought to give us a run for our Mira. Look out for ranged attacks. Made it through in one piece somehow.
Yeah, we did.
Where to now?
Yeah, because it's like, had I taken that route, I would have had it. But can I leave? And now actually still have that orb? Because then I can... Oh, I don't want to go the whole way out. No, no, no. Into the sanctum. Like, do I still have that orb? Or do I have to do it again? I kept the orb. Ooh. Hello. Hello, hello. Right. Let's go get that Ford SPG done. Nah, I can do that in between the parts, actually. You know what it is. I'm going to go do that Ford SPG and the other domain again until I get S rank. What we'll do now is Memento Orbit, an ancient statue retrieval mission. Why is this going to be the Calvardian statue thing? Because, you know, I had that thought before, being like, there was a reference of that, so maybe it's that? Maybe it's that. It is year 1199 of the Septine calendar. The Graalsritter, a clandestine organization within the Septine Church's Congregation for the Sacraments, has been given a rather unusual mission. 12 of their number, with special powers, the Dominions, were given command of nearly 1,000 knights to retrieve certain ancient artifacts. But although the troops were provided for use by all the Dominions, two eschewed any knights or squires and set out on their own. The two in question were the Second Dominion and Fifth Dominion. One, a man in his mid-20s who'd recently been appointed vice commander, the other a young man of 18 who'd been in his role just over a year.
My word. Isn't it simply exquisite? It would appear to be from the age of animism, well before even the Great Collapse. And the fact that no diagnostic device can even begin to analyze it. Oh my, it's just so fascinating. I'm practically giddy.
There he goes again. Once he gets started, nothing can shut this guy up. Anyways, seems like this one's different from the statue over in Nord, yeah? That one was a lot bigger, but it didn't seem like it had anything inside.
Ooh.
Very true. Even when we scanned it, it didn't appear to have anything to hide. However, I actually found the fact that there was nothing there to be rather suspicious in and of itself. Incidentally, there's another statue about the same size on an uninhabited island off the coast of Ordis.
The port city.
Yeah, I've heard about that one. Never seen it for myself, though. Either way, I guess that means there's definitely some difference between this one and the two of those. Given that this one's impossible to analyze, well, it's just like an artifact in that regard.
Indeed. However, despite that, it still doesn't neatly fit the definition of an artifact. This Titan may have completed its objective, or perhaps was unable to complete it and then simply fell dormant. It really makes the heart stir to imagine all the exciting possibilities, doesn't it?
Well, looking at the thing, it does seem like it might have been quite the sight back in its prime. I definitely would have killed for a toy like this when I was a kid. But seriously though, what the heck is this thing? The villagers nearby seem to revere it, though. How'd you get them to agree to let us take it?
Easily enough. The local vicar helped me convince everyone that we'll be taking very good care of it. I was glad to find him a very reasonable man. Pointless interchurch disagreements are, unfortunately, all too common in our line of work.
You can say that again. I've lost count on how many times I've wished the Congregation for Divine Worship would just let us do our jobs already. But all that aside, they made the right call to have us take care of it once things started to get suspicious here. It also lowers the risk of these cult freaks getting their grubby hands on it, since apparently they don't know when to quit.
So, it's the heretic hunter and the partitioner.
You took our brethren from us, and we're going to avenge them right here, right now.
And then the statue will be ours. Maybe it'll even grant us the power to bring down the goddess.
Getting a bit ahead of yourself there, don't you think, pal?
I'd certainly say so. Well then, how about we take care of our secondary mission while we have the opportunity? Completing last year's eradication operation by eliminating the remnants of the DG cult.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Better not underestimate us.
Bow down before true wisdom.
Oh, I was hoping for a bit more with that. Ancient statue retrieval mission. End. Okay, well, let's do the rounds in here before we continue. So, you're an avid radio listener as well, Mr. Burgard. I am indeed. Find it a nearly indispensable form of entertainment, truthfully, particularly when I'm out camping or on road trips. Weather and traffic reports are my usual go-tos, but I've been known to partake in the occasional talk show and music program as well. And during my travels in the Empire, I'd even tune into Abendheim too. Ah yes, the show the second Angui likes to broadcast from. Trista, yes? Actually, I'd love to know your thoughts on that matter, Mr. Zama. Considering she's still active in the society, I mean. Well, as I see it, the two are largely unrelated to one another. The show's simply a hobby of hers, after all. By the way, on a separate note, I also happened to listen to that show you were on prior to the war, Miss Herschel. A special on working women. I must say, it made for quite the interesting listen when I was recuperating. Huh? I mean, I'm honored to hear you speak so highly of it, but how did you even manage to catch that episode? I was only on it once. Get the feeling he's going to end up listening to the show I was on earlier today. Which didn't happen from our point of view, when you think about it. Because that's the one that I used the connection event. Or it said it was of a timeline, so it's like, hold on. That's a little embarrassing. Empire actually has quite the robust radio culture. Even I've been on a show before. I never expected Mr. Burgard would listen to it, though. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. It seems the second Angui is still running that little radio show of hers, if only on occasion. The Angui certainly are a free-thinking bunch. Radios pair particularly well with road trips and camping excursions. I listen to the radio quite often on my travels across the continent. In this age of ever-advancing technology, however, I can only hope their relevance keeps for years to come. And they will, in their own way, I imagine. So just what is you two are trying to do here? I mean, didn't even put any bait on your hook. Are you supposed to catch any fish? Actually, we're not trying to. You see, this is a technique our master taught us to help us focus our minds. Simply dropping the fishing line into the water is enough to let you calm your heart and face your inner self. It gives me a bit of anxiety in my head, as a bit of an itch. Been a while since I've done it myself, so I figured I'd give it a spin for old time's sake, but of course my fellow Divine Blade was one step ahead of me. Surprised you're taking part. Can't say you ever struck me as the type to do something so quiet. What can I say? Sometimes the mood just strikes, you know? There's no deep meaning to it or anything. Just kind of felt like it might help prepare me for tomorrow. Guessing you felt the same? Essentially, yeah. Care to continue keeping each other company then? It's not every day I get to do this with a fellow disciple after all. Sure, of course. Wish you guys would just fish like normal people. I wanted to eat some fish burgers. Thank you, missing the point here. Fishing, but with the goal of not actually catching any fish. Sometimes I just don't understand humans. And now all the fish talk has me hungry again. I could get you a fish burger if you want. The baitless fishing thing is a technique my master taught me a long time ago. It's a good way to train your focus. Oh, but sometimes fish will just jump onto my hook anyway. Not sure why. He's extraordinary as ever, I see. Now that I think about it, Shizuna and I have fought nearly every time our paths have crossed. I'm glad we got the opportunity to do something relaxing for a change. You really do have a big heart, Reen. I can see why Master thinks so highly of you. Yeah, fishing, huh? Talk about some serious brain training. Maybe I'll stick around, kick back with a drink or two. Sometimes quiet nights like this are just what the doctor ordered, you know? Selena's with you three, okay. Oh, that reminds me. I'd been hoping to catch Sacred Journey at the theatre in Basel recently, but unfortunately they weren't actually offering any screenings for it. Yeah, lineups can change from theatre to theatre, sadly. But you know, I actually had a lot of fun with that movie. Not every day I get to cast roles like Barbara. Kinda feels like playing her broke new ground for me. Oh, that one the other day, actually. Wasn't bad, felt like it had some real heart to it. Personally, I've been wanting to see Crimson Fist. Oh, practically everyone in the film community is talking about that one. I'll say Nina played that role to a T. Now I want to watch it too. Wonder if there's a way to set up a showing in VR. Can you even imagine how revolutionary that'd be? Could watch movies with people entire nations away. Would be neat, that's for sure. Maybe they'll figure out the tech for it in the future. Saw 3 Point Heat not too long ago. Nina Fenley's in that one too. Her range is just incredible. Yeah, no kidding. It would be nice to see Orbital film culture spread to the Empire and Crossbell someday. It's just, there are so many films I'd like to watch with Una and Milliam. Oh, man, could talk movies all day if you let me. It'd be nice to do a screening in VR someday. The director actually recommended Sacred Journey to me the other day, so I figured, why not give it a shot? Wasn't a bad watch, and man, that sister had some real guts too. I'd love to see a flick like that again. Yeah, I wonder why you like it. Yeah. Is it life imitating art, or art imitating life? I was hoping to rush over to Ankerville as soon as I'd heard news of the Vestiges' presence in the area, but unfortunately it seems dealing with the fallout from what happened in the capital is going to take longer than we thought. Oh. My employer has me elsewhere at the moment as well. Though I'd been hoping to help out with what's happening in Judith's hometown. We appreciate the concern, but don't worry yourselves too much over the matter. I'm sure we'll manage just fine. After all, helping people with complicated matters is what Arkwright Solutions is all about. Yes. We'll just make sure you don't push yourself too hard, alright? And keep an eye on Van, please. I'll be able to rest much easier knowing someone's keeping him in line. Hey! Leave it to me. I worry how the Vestiges' presence in Ankerville could affect Van Daran and the others. I wish I could join them. I suppose for now I'll leave that to you. Please take care out there. Let's give it our all out there, Van. For our friends and for all the people of the Republic. Agnes has grown so strong, hasn't she? Now I can even entrust her with you. Make sure you support her in turn, Van, alright? No, like you even need to ask. Van's a good lad, Van's a good lad. I mean, again, we saw how he handled himself with the confession. He handled that perfectly. He's like, well done. Oh, that smells fantastic, Fee. It's so soothing, too. What kind of tea is it? Chamomile. Try to keep a few bags on hand for the nerves, you know? Thought it might help to brew a cup or two for you guys. You've been looking pretty worried lately. And I'm sure us not being able to talk about things isn't exactly helping. Well, your concern is definitely appreciated. You know, this actually kind of brings me back. Gran used to make tea for me when I couldn't sleep as a kid. QT. Look, I know things are rough in the real world right now, but there's no point in losing sleep over it, okay? So let's take this moment to rest together, while we still can. I feel so awful about this. I mean, just a couple of hours will be. And there won't be any bad endings while S and I are around. Not on our watch. Oh dear. Actually, I do feel like I've managed to calm down a bit. Thanks, Fee. You got nothing to thank me for. Thank the tea. Well done, tea. You know, it's actually in Thor's gardening club back in the day. I know. Still like to grow things in my free time. I know we're all busy and on edge, but I think everyone needs a breather once in a while, you know? I wonder if I can grow tea in my future garden I've got planned for like me and Sarah, because I plan to have like a little, I think I mentioned this before, like when yeah, that makes sense. When me and Sarah get our own proper place, a house and stuff like that, we'll have like a little garden out back, and I want to grow things there. You know, potatoes, carrots for Sarah, not for me, obviously. You know, I don't like them. Fruits, I'm thinking strawberries, could grow some strawberries. Have an apple tree. You know, these kinds of things. Wonder if I can grow tea. Wonder how easy that is. Probably quite difficult, I imagine.
Chalk one up.
6U material plus there. Yeah, I should look into that though. Maybe it's possible. Maybe it's possible. And I get my own tea going, you know. You two are quite adept at this game. I could say the same to the both of you, Mr. Balthazar, Mr. Vathek. Man, this is hard. My brain's not made for this stuff. You say, and yet you're picking up victories by waiting for the optimal opportunity to strike. What are you playing, though? It's clear that military achievement is not the only trait that decides S-rank aptitude. Ah, please, there's no need to flatter me. Oh, and you can stop acting like you're struggling now. I can tell you're just trying to get info out of us through small talk. Well, I won't deny that I'd hoped to learn something of use from you two. Yeah, why don't we set aside the probing questions for a moment, just focus on settling this game of ours. Oh, Mr. Arkwright, would you care to? Nah, pass. Not looking to wear myself out any more than I already have. In the past, I've joined Swin and the others for the occasional card game or two, for fun, of course. However, this group is much more difficult to play against. Challenge I'll enjoy, I expect. Yeah, I'm just wondering which card game you're playing. There's been several in this series, so not sure. Started this game of bridge, there we go, with the intention of getting us all to relax. Hadn't expected us to get so heated over it. First I chose to ignore the probing questions, but perhaps it would be best if we focus on the game and the game alone. My, such excellent poker faces. You're not playing poker. Well, since we've the opportunity, why not revel in a bit of a challenge, no? Never been all that good with head games, honestly. But I guess time will make anyone a sly dog. And at least with something like this, I can get the best of both worlds. Fun and info. So, this should be the last group down here, right? Sure is a lot of sighing, I hear. You kids got something on your mind? I'm your friendly neighborhood priest, always ready to lend an ear. Sorry, but I ain't looking for penance right now. Oh man, specifically not from a quack like you. Freaking mouth on this one. Yeah, but that's youth, I guess. Look, let me just say this. Whether or not you're capable of overcoming the obstacles ahead of you is going to be up to you and you alone. You saw right through us, huh? That advice for us or yourself? After all, you might have that little team of yours and thought about it, but looks like to me you're still trying to shoulder everything all by your lonesome. Now I see why you're one of Arkwright's assistants. It's not obvious. Maybe it's time I got my act together. Not much time left after all. Well, I could be interested in asking forgiveness. Nah, I'm gonna keep walking my own path. Don't care what gets in my way. Man, I was gonna offer some of my sage wisdom to the youngsters, but they decided to hit me where it hurts instead. You got some good employees, Arkwright. Make sure you take care of them. He's right. Wherever I can make it through whatever's ahead is up to me and me alone. I won't give in. Not now. Not ever. Goodbye. What connection events do we actually have anyway?
Planner launched!
The 5th domain bounty as well there. I kind of would want to see Rosette's. Yeah, she seems bothered about how she throws against the Executor. They're running earlier today. Ooh, these are all good. They're all good to have. I was like, ooh, tough decisions. But I'm going to use this as a place to end this part, and in between the part, I'm going to get stuff sorted in the domains and then change the difficulty back, if I remember. We'll find out. If I forget, won't we? We'll find out. Yeah, suddenly stuff will be very easy. Be like, hold on a minute. You know how it is. And we'll start the next part with what's going on with the other memento orb. So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-da for now.